everybody. Thanks so much.
Morning, afternoon, morning, evening.
Hello.
I'm joined by Reseller Denz and Shaz Flippin Northerner tonight. So we'll have a good chat, I think.
Fingers crossed.
So what's everyone been up to today?
I've been putting some stuff on. I've put about 10 on, rejigged some listings, done some bookkeeping, and picked up the boy from Sports Academy. And then went to the park.
Oh,
That's me today.
What kind of stuff have you put on? Just clothing?
Yeah, mainly clothing, dresses and tops.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I went to Bristol today to the charity supermarket thing. I don't know if you've ever seen it like on Instagram before.
No, I haven't.
But it's like they're like a pop-up shop basically, and they go like all around the country. And they'll go like into like empty, like units in like a shopping centre or whatever. And there'll be about 5 different charity shops kind of like hosting there. And they just kind of like sell their stuff, but it's all at quite high resale prices. So there wasn't actually anything there for me to be able to pick up, unfortunately. But it was really cool, though. It was really cool. Like, it was a lot of like music, lights, and like it was really good vibe. So yeah, it's good to like go like if you're going for yourself or something.
Yeah.
But to be able to actually pick up to resell, like you just can't. Even like sea salt they had on there for like 15 quid. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's perfect if you're buying for yourself, you know, and you want a bargain. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. But for reselling, not at that price.
No,
they're always pricing us out, aren't they?
Yeah, I've done a video, so that'll come out either like tomorrow or Friday or something. But yeah, it was good vibe. It was worth like just going to see it, but you just couldn't pick up anything at all.
No. Oh,
how long was you in there for?
Not long.
Yeah. No, that's not for me.
Yeah, well, I did like have a look around everything because obviously it's just like kind of like a different concept, really.
Yeah.
It was good, and I found like a Adidas like Stella McCartney top, and that was like near on 20 quid as well, and I was like, damn it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch indeed.
But
never mind.
It was nice to have a little trip out and a bit different. So
I've not sourced for at least a month.
Really?
No, I haven't bought anything. Well, saying there's a couple of bits and pieces for the challenge, but not seriously gone sourcing, like filling your bootload up.
Yeah. Have you just got too much to get through, or? Yeah.
It's still there. It's piled up from the floor, pretty much.
It's had that pile there for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone down a bit.
Oh dear. God bless Kiddie Winkles.
I know. God bless school holidays, hey.
Yeah. Well, I'm on wind down.
Yeah.
Serious wind down. I listed 4 items yesterday. I banked 4 for this morning. So I just stuck 4 on this morning. And then tomorrow, the shop's going on holiday mode.
Can you still list? Can you schedule your listings while you're on holiday mode?
Yeah, but I've not had time to do it, to be fair, because we're going away on Saturday, but on Friday we're going to a wedding all day and all evening. So I need to get everything prepared and packed for tomorrow evening. So I'm putting I was going to put the shop on the eBay shop on holiday mode for 15 days today. But 15 days, it removes that holiday mode 2 weeks tomorrow, which I'm not back. But I can't do it until tomorrow, which will then take me into 2 weeks on Saturday, I think. And I don't ship over the weekend. So so I'm just going to do that. But I think I'm going to put it on the setting where people can actually still buy. We'll realise that I'm on holiday and I can't ship out anything until Monday the 18th.
That was what I did when I went traveling for like, 2 or 3 weeks. I put my store on holiday mode, but I got stung and I got a defect because the person like bought my item before I went on holiday, but didn't actually pay for it until I went on holiday.
Right.
And it was still saying that I had to ship within like the 3 days. So I phoned eBay. I was like, well, but they didn't actually pay for it until I went on holiday. So it should, like, why isn't it covered by the, by the holiday mode? Like, isn't the shipping date put later? And they were like, well, you can either cancel the sale and ask them to buy it again, and then it will get covered. But I was like, well, if I cancel it and tell them I risk losing the sale, like altogether.
Yeah.
So I just messaged them and said, look, unfortunately, I've gone on holiday now. This will have to be shipped when I get back. And luckily, they were fine with it. But then I got a defect for late shipping.
Could you not have said, if you still want this order, if you want me to cancel this order, let us know? And then they could have said, okay, cancel it until you get back.
Yeah, but I was just worried about losing the sale totally, because I thought, well, if like eBay said, we'll cancel it and get them to buy it again.
Yeah.
But then you kind of risk they might think, well, actually, I don't really want it now anyway. So
what happens with any returns? Like if something don't fit when somebody wants to return something, but I'm on holiday.
Yeah, I think that's the same. I mean, that's definitely something that eBay need to fix, like what happened to me. But I think it's once you're on holiday mode, as long as you've had no activity like beforehand, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because when I went away for that week to Bournemouth, we were going away Saturday, but I put in holiday mode Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
So essentially, anything that was ordered after Thursday afternoon would have to wait, unless I was able to ship it off. But anything.
Yeah.
Because then I could just hand it over Friday morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put I'm going to put it where people can still buy if they wanted to. But I'm going to put the holiday mode on tomorrow. Now, if somebody does actually buy something this evening or first thing tomorrow morning, I've still got tomorrow afternoon to ship it. Or Friday morning. I could actually ship it Friday morning. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But
just gave myself
I don't want to be risking things, like that. But my only concern was if I do get any returns. I've had 2 recently for items not fitting. So if somebody sends something back, I'm not here.
Yeah, I think everything is covered. Essentially, whatever part of the selling journey is covered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to jump into the chat and just say hello to people.
Okay.
So we've got Jeff in. Hello, loyal subjects of His King Majesty King Charles III. And Chris Tyler. Hello, Trump Squad. Cookie in the Haydens was going to say similar. We've also got Limelight Vinty in. Hello, thanks so much for joining.
Evening.
Hello.
Lisa is also in. And Chris says, hi, Denz, nice profile behind you. Oh, I never noticed that.
Cheeky Goldie. It's Cheeky Goldie.
It's Goldie. Do you want me to cover her up?
No. I was looking at the telly.
YouTube might not put it on.
We'll be all right. She's not real. Hello, Pete. How are you? Jeff, he's just getting ready for a hurricane party. Yeah, I've heard there's a big hurricane coming to America, isn't there?
My name's Jeff.
And it's Idalia. That's the name of the hurricane that's coming. I find it weird how they get the, hurricane names.
They do it alphabetically, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the net one after Idalia might be Jeff.
But why Idalia, though? Why not just Ian? Like, why are they?
I think they've had Ian already, probably.
Wow. Lin, hello, thanks for joining.
Hello.
Lisa also says, if you get a return, do accept the return when you are back from holiday. So there we go.
Oh, right, okay. They are on automatic returns though, mine. Automatically accepted. Yeah, they're on a 30
I suppose
days
the refund won't take place until you've inspected it, right?
No, that's right. Yeah. And that would just my concern that if saying that if the tracking can't show that I've accepted it because there's going to be nobody here to accept it. Oh, I might just have to go on to hotel Wi-Fi while I'm in Mexico.
Yeah,
just that. Send them a quick message and do not send it back yet, please.
Because
they've got up to 30 days.
They get time to send it back. They get ages to send it back in, don't they?
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah, they do get too long. Adam also says bonjour, Adam.
Bonjour.
So so we're going to do just like a little bit of a twist now. We're going to do just like a very mini quiz.
Oh dear.
Reason being is because Kate, my partner, started on Spotify her own little channel. It's called Kate's Pub Quiz, and it comes on every Friday at 7 o'clock. And obviously you can, play them whenever you want. So we're just going to do 5 questions from that. I have put the link to Spotify for Kate's Pub Quiz if you want to, listen to one while you're at home, having a beer or whatever with friends. So
nice.
Pop your answers down in the chat as well. So we'll start with number 1. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Which planet is the smallest? So pop your answers down in the chat. I'm going to
Don't tell us yet.
Can we answer these?
Not yet.
Now I'm not going to shout it out.
I'm going to we'll just give it just a minute for anyone.
Shall I write them down? I'm going to write mine down.
So number 1, Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Which planet is the smallest?
You knew that one was coming, didn't you?
Yep, one likes put Uranus. Unfortunately, that's not right. Chris Tyler has put Venus. Adam has put Mercury. Can you do the answer? What have you guys got? Mercury.
I've got Mars.
The answer is Mercury.
Oh, well
Mercury.
done.
Lyndon has put Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet.
Isn't it? How do you know that?
It's became a dwarf rocky. It's not a planet.
Oh, how funny.
It's been degraded.
Yeah, it's been demoted from a planet to a dwarf.
Oh.
Yep.
That's not very nice.
Not, is it, really?
It feels really excluded now.
Well, there are some moons bigger than the Pluto.
Oh.
Around Jupiter, I think.
Well, I never. Anyway, question 2.
One right. Yes.
The first Now That's What I Call Music album was released in which decade? Pop your answers down in the chat. Obviously, no Googling. The first Now That's What I Call Music album was released in which decade? So Chris says 80s. Lisa says 70s. Limelight's put in 80s. And the answers, Denz, what have you got? 70s.
80s.
80s. Lyndon's also put 70s. The right answer is actually 1980s, and it was specifically 1983.
Come on.
Okay, question 3. In the Harry Potter series, what is the name of an object in which a dark wizard or witch has hidden a fragment of their soul in order to gain immortality? As in the Harry Potter series, what is the name of an object in which a dark wizard or witch has hidden a fragment of their soul in order to gain immortality? Pop your answers down in the comments. Adam's on 2 for 2. Pop some answers down.
I've seen them, but I didn't really pay much attention to what was going on.
I've never seen Harry Potter, so I don't know.
Oh, Sharon, that is really naughty.
I know.
I've gone for that. A phoenix.
A phoenix. Den says phoenix. Sharon's got no idea.
No idea.
Lin also says pass.
Oh, Horcrux sounds familiar.
Adam says Horcrux. Chris Tyler says shoe.
Shoe?
Horcrux, but Lisa is saying I've only seen 5 minutes of one Harry Potter. Lisa, that needs to change. That is just awful.
I'm with Lisa on that one.
So the right answer is Horcrux.
Oh, well done.
Well done to people who said Horcrux. And now number 4. Which London Underground station, which I think that's meant to say actually, which London Underground line has the most stations?
Oh.
Limelight thinks Adam's going to win. Chris says Pancras, but that's not a line, Chris. That's so, which London Underground line has the most stations? Limelight says Northern Line as a guess.
Piccadilly.
Has put Piccadilly Line. I always call that Piccawilly.
That's it.
Euston.
Euston. That's a station, though.
That's
Sharon,
a station, not a line.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Again, I'm going to get slayed today. I've never actually been to London.
Shocking.
You're so shouted.
Victoria's not a bad shout.
Oh, dear.
Victoria is a good shout.
What was the one what's King's Cross to Cambridge?
Victoria. That's like National Rail, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's when you from King's Cross up towards Cambridge, all of those lines are on the black line, aren't they? Is that the Northern? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be one of them. So
do you want the answer? So District Line, and it's got 60 stations on its line.
I was thinking of the Piccadilly. Is that the one around the middle that's like a pretty much an oval?
Piccawilly.
That's the yellow line, isn't it?
No, that's blue. Yellow line is the Circle Line.
That's the one I was thinking of, but I wrote down Piccadilly.
And the Hammersmith Line and the District Line sort of runs over the top of it, like in a straight line there. They kind of cover like about 10 of the same stations.
Is the District Line all the way down to the O2? No, that's
Jubilee, I think. I think it's Jubilee.
I'm thinking of
or DLR.
DLR, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah. Adam says Sharon is so northern, I love it.
Thank you.
Where up north is Shaz?
I'm in South Yorkshire. I live in Rotherham.
Rotherham. I like the one which says Cockfosters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello. I am quite surprised it's District though, because the Metropolitan Line is big as well. And the Piccadilly line is bloody long as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go.
To get to my old company's office, I had to get to King's Cross, down to Liverpool Street Station, and then walk across that way. It's a bit of a pain, really.
Yeah, that is a bum. So last question: if Jeff is still in this chat, Jeff should know this. I don't know whether he is. In which US state is Harvard University?
I'm not even going to try and finish writing this word because I don't even know how to spell it.
Adam's on 3 out of 4. Well done.
1 out of 4 so far. It's a good job I was in the quiz team, isn't it?
Oh, Jeff is in the chat. So Chris,
That's the one I was trying to. That's the one I was trying to write down.
Massachusetts, but you've put like Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
I put Washington.
Washington. Jeff's also put Massachusetts.
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 And also put Massachusetts. Jeff, he's put AKA Taxachusetts.
Yeah.
And West Lanksflip has also put Massachusetts. And that is the right answer. It is Massachusetts.
Well done. Well done.
2 out of 5.
I've got one out of 5 for me.
So pop the scores down in the comments as well. Obviously, what scores that you've got. And well done to everybody who played. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, obviously Kate does a Spotify stream every Friday at 7 p.m. on Spotify. Links down in the description. You can follow her and just play it with your mates while you're having a beer, do your own home pub quiz or whatever.
Nice.
Limelight has put 3 for me. Adam, he got 4. Chris got 1. And Lisa got 0. Oh, poor you, Lisa.
Poor Lisa.
Lyndon got 1. Yes, but
They're real top funny.
Funny. So yeah, if you've got any questions for Denz or Sharon, pop them down into the chat as well. So yeah. Well, how's everyone's £500 challenge going?
Not very well for me. I think Sharon is absolutely kicking ass. But we're still waiting for Adam to put his in. He keeps saying he's bought loads and sold loads, but not selling it.
Yeah, well,
not sending me the link.
And you've got 2 weeks to catch up.
Yes, we do.
I haven't done that well either, really. I think I've only had 2 or 3 things go. But yeah, I haven't had anything go for a while now. Adam said, do I win a prize? Well, do you still need that Nintendo Wii cable? Because I will send you that as your prize if you want. If you still want that cable, let me know and I'll send it to you. Limelight, have you still got Pop-Up Pat?
No, but I still have the canvas sign. It's literally here.
Oh, so, well, where did that go then? What happened to the van?
I've still got the van.
Oh.
Still got the van. I was just emailing loads of councils to see whether, and sort of churches and things like that, and social clubs, and 1, no one was getting back to me, and 2, in certain districts you have to have a pitch fee or a license or a permit, let's just say, for every location that you go to.
What?
Yeah. So when I messaged Suffolk, they were like, okay, if you want to pitch in Newmarket on public land, you need a permit for every location, and it was like £300 a year for each location. So essentially, we did a couple on private land, and it was fine. We sort of anywhere between 50 and 100 quid taken for the day. But I think it's more about getting into the festivals really, and I've emailed a few, and they're just not coming back to me. I don't think they want that kind of, or they've already got those pitches for regular suppliers, I suppose.
People,
so it's just lots of knockbacks, lots of red tape.
Yeah.
And I just, you know what I thought? And if we'd sold something, I'd have to kind of write it down and figure out and take it off eBay. And I just thought, and now Caroline's not here, obviously, so I don't have those extra pair of hands to help us do it. So it's just a case of it fizzled out.
It's a shame that like you can't just do it on like, you know, like a one-off basis, you know?
Yeah.
Like £10 for the day, and you know, wherever you go, sort of thing, something like that.
Yeah, and that was the same with Cambridge. You needed a permit for every location.
It's a shame, isn't it? Oh, it's just not doable, is it, at that price? It's
no. I mean, you'd have to be in that location every single day of the week, potentially.
Yeah.
Or have 5 locations set up that you go to on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. Yeah. And that's going to be 1,500 quid a year.
You know, like obviously soon there's going to be things like Christmas markets, Christmas fairs, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth just like messaging them if you can just have like a stall and stuff there. Maybe say you have got a van, you just park outside for hours or something. Because you the stall fee, won't you?
Yeah, and the annoying thing is I got 6x3 marquee, and that was just destroyed after about 2 sessions because of the weather just ripped it to pieces. That's what you do when you try and spend as little as you can to kind of get something off the ground, that you buy the cheapest things and they only last a couple of goes.
Yeah.
So it just got a bit deflating really, and I just thought, you know what, sod it. I've got more pressing stuff that I need to get on with.
Yeah.
But it's a good idea.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I'd love to do like some pop-up stuff, you know, things like that. But like, I haven't got any rails. I'd have to get some rails and that. But yeah, it is a good idea.
I've got 2 rails you can have.
Oh yeah. Adam said I emailed it last week.
Yeah, I've updated that one.
And he says, I think I'm like 117. And he also doesn't need a cable now. So that's fine. I'll keep my cable. And, I needed a 12V adapter for a Humax Freeview HD recorder box, but he went to Amazon for instead. Well, I haven't got one of those either. That's a shame. It was a good idea. I didn't realise that they'd all be licensing.
And also needed, like, because I had a call today, the annual public liabilities insurance was coming for renewal the 1st of September. So I just said, don't bother renewing it. Just let it lapse.
Yeah.
Because you need all those insurances.
Like the insurance is actually quite cheap, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's about 100 quid for the year.
Yeah.
If that, like £10 a month.
That's a bum. What number are you on, Sharon, for the 500 challenge?
You must be close to 200.
I've just gone over 300.
Have you? Bloody hell. That's crazy.
I think I'm on like 35 quid, I think.
I think I've got £33 or something.
Yeah.
And I had to even get Denz to check that. I was like, I don't think that's right.
It just kind of snowballed.
It does snowball.
Yeah. As soon as I sold, you know, some of my initial things, and then I went out and just bought loads of cheap stuff and then put it on, and it just snowballed. I think I've got roughly, I mean, I've not looked at I've not got the figures up now, but I think I've got about 250 quid in my cash pot, what I can actually spend. But obviously that's going to sit there now until I come back from holiday.
And that was the whole idea, wasn't it? Essentially, you can start any business with no money.
Yeah.
And once you get, as long as you've got a good eye and you've learned that you can kind of invest that small sort of things from your house, and you turn those over, and then you reinvest that money. And once you've turned £2 into 10, then you can sell 1 to buy 5 items, and then you can sell 2 to buy 10 items, and just sort of snowballs like that. And the more you obviously list, the more you sell. So ultimately, if we did this outside of school holidays, I would probably be going to the charity shops more often. But I've been reducing mine down, and I'm still not getting anything.
You'd probably be ahead of me. I mean, I'm you know, I've got no distractions. You know, I've got no little kiddywinkles at home, and you know, this is my full-time job. So, you know, it's
I'd probably be half yours, Sharon. You've done very well.
Oh, thank you. But I'm not going to count my chickens yet. No, because at the end of the day, I'm away for 2 weeks, so I'll have no sales until I come back. And I'm hoping I've got quite a few sales to come back to.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you
hopefully.
start with your penguin, the Percy penguin?
Oh, she left me some lovely feedback. She messaged me to say that it had arrived okay. She says it's absolutely stunning, absolutely love it. And she says, I'm just about to leave you some feedback, and she left me some, you know, glowing feedback. It was lovely. But I was nervous, obviously, about sending it. So I packed it up really, really well, you know, in a small box, put loads of packing around it and bubble wrap and everything. Then I put it in a larger box, and then put loads of newspaper, you know, void fill in that. And then a few days later, I got this message ping up from this seller, and I'm thinking, oh God, I don't open it. I don't read it. Anyway, I did, and she just says, I just wanted to let you know that it's arrived, but from £5 to £108 plus postage, I would it just blew my mind.
That was mad.
But looking at afterwards, I found another one exactly the same, and it does look like it was a proper Murano, but there were only a certain few made by this artist. But because there was no signature, and there was also no sticker on there, like a Murano sticker, I couldn't advertise it as a Murano.
No,
exactly.
Just in case it wasn't, you know. But if you remember, when I did my little showcase of Percy the Penguin on your show, Denz, I did say at that time it could be a Murano, but I couldn't. I couldn't prove it, you know. So I just put it on and say glass penguin, paperweight, and beautiful colours, blah 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 blah, all that. I stood it aside with a tin of beans.
You did. Yeah.
So people could see the size of it, because to be fair, it were a chunky little thing, you know, and it was just a bit bigger than a tin of beans. And I just advertised it at that. But the surprising thing is, I originally put it on because I paid £5 for it from Carbo, and I put it on at £22. Buy it now originally, you know, plus postage. There were no takers, so after about 3 weeks, I knocked it down to £18. Still no takers on a buy it now, and I thought, oh, you know what, just stick him on auction, and I started him on an auction at £8. And
is that to cover like your eBay fees and things like that?
Yeah. I just thought, you know what, it's not going to sell. You know, I'll just stick him on for £8 and just see how it goes. But when it went up to like 20-odd quid, I thought, oh, this is good. This is interesting. And then, you know, 3 days in, it went up to like 60-odd quid. I thought, oh my God. I said to Steve, I went, oh my God, look at this. You know, 60-odd quid. And then it just like skyrocketed, you know. And I was texting you because I was so giddy and excited about it. Yeah. And then it finally sold then on £108, and plus postage. And I upgraded the postage. You know, I put it on a side force signature, 24-hour tracked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it cost me about £8, you know.
You were buying it though, would you? Could get 100 and something.
But I thought, you know what, I just need to make sure that it gets there safe and sound. And but like I said, when this message pinged, I thought, gosh, it's going to
It's
damaged,
smashed.
or you know,
yeah.
But no, so everything works out fine. I don't think I'll ever find anything like that again. You know, that is definitely my best sale since
Yeah.
we
Keep an
sold
eye
12 months ago. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was buzzing, proper buzzing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You didn't put that in the £500 challenge? Then?
No, I didn't. But I bought him before we set up the 500 challenge.
Right, that's it. Yeah,
it was before. Yeah. But can you imagine if it were?
I know.
You'd have won by now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, what's been your best sales since you've started?
Since we started,
Go on,
do you know, I haven't really had anything really stand out lately. It's just been like average stuff, really. I've not really had anything like, you know, like you've had or anything for a good while. But yeah, I have been selling, and my store has been like picking up a little bit actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't had any like real like wow ones. What about you, Dan?
Not since I've been doing it full time.
Yeah.
Since leaving my old company, but before that, when I was doing it sort of on the side, not on the side, there was that smoke alarm that I'd sold for, or carbon monoxide alarm. I had two of them of the same make, put one on as buy it now for 20 quid, which went within an hour, and then the other one was on auction, and that went for about £116, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
For a smoke alarm.
Yeah, I know. And the other one was a Top Trumps pack, Western one, so all the gunfighters from the old days. There's a really good nick, and that went for 75 quid.
Wow.
And that was from my house. That was like a 50p buy.
Brilliant. Yeah,
those are the two big ones that I've ever had, really. But those are like turning £1 into 100 odd quid, 50p into 75. So
yeah, crazy.
But other than that, it's just been clothing.
Yeah. Limelight says, did you have your job interview? How did it go? No, I haven't had it yet. It's on the 12th. But I'm going there on Friday just to have a little look around and kind of scope out the place. Kind of, you know, just make sure there's no like weird vibes or something.
You have to put the old Mission Impossible theme tune behind you.
Yeah. Jack says, hello. Hello, Jack. Ali is in. Hi, Ali. And Kathy is in. Hello, Kathy.
Hi.
I'm just coming down. Limelight said, was the penguin a car boot or charity shop find?
Car boot. Yeah, car boot.
Jack says, I find you can make more money from bread and butter sales than one-off big sales. Yeah, indeed. I think that's true, Jack, because you can have your one-off big one and then not get anything, you know, for a while. But if you can just keep it rolling, then you will.
Have you guys? Sorry.
I'm pretty sure Jack might be niched into video games and consoles, but I'm not sure if that's true. Let me know, Jack. What were you going to say, Dan?
Have you guys seen? I know Sharon has. The guy from Daily Refinement and their model for making X amount of money per week and stuff, and they only focus on stuff that's going to bring them in like $20 profit, $15 profit plus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if they will have like a route that they would go to, and they'd only pick up certain branded items for certain prices, and if they walk into a charity shop and they can't find it, they'll just move on elsewhere. They won't pick up stuff that's could potentially earn them less than that. And what are your opinions on that? I mean, because for me, if I can see an item that's gonna cost me £1 and I can sell it for 10, I'm gonna pick it up. Whereas in their model, they'd essentially leave that and go and find certain brands that they can know that they're going to get 30 quid for from a £5 investment, but they might not find any that day. They would wait until the next day. Because their idea is that if you can pick up 7 items in that day for 30 quid plus sales, that's £200 for that day. Which I understand, and you're going to spend 30 quid to make 200, right? But at the moment, if you can go in there and spend £100 on, let's say, 30 items that are going to make you £10 a pop, that's still the same sort. I know it's less profit, but it's more inventory for your store, isn't it?
Yeah. But because I've only been doing this for 12 months, as long as I make a profit, not a daft profit, like 1 or 2 quid. Don't get me wrong.
2 seconds, just keep chatting for.
Yeah, but if I can make a profit, I don't mind picking things up for a pound and selling it for 10 quid. Because at the moment I'm just trying to get the sales momentum going, and
the profit on it was going to be
really
three quid profit. But if you can shift, I don't know, 5 of those, and you've made a £15 profit, you can then reinvest that money back into more stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's more difficult when you've got that's your only source of income, so you're going to have to try and figure out what makes more money, so you can get more money in a daily.
But I don't mind selling low value items. I do have some things in the store what are higher value, not mega value. Like I say, I think I'll be extremely lucky to get another penguin, anytime soon, or anything similar. I mean, I bought that unknowingly, not
now Laura's working.
What I'd get.
Now Laura's working, it's kind of eased the pressure on me a little bit, so I can kind of earn the bookkeeping money to pay the bills, and then reinvest this stuff. So I probably would start ramping up. For Q4, once Jack starts going into school again, I'm going to start a new schedule, start planning my day out around it. But I mean, I like the idea. You only go to X 10 charity shops every day for say 4 hours, and you pick up items only that are going to sell for £20 plus, £25 plus, and it's going to cost you a £5. And you can see how much you can pick up on that day.
I think once I get going, a little bit more, then and I've got that momentum going, and I'm getting regular amount of sales, consistent sales, each day, then I may be a little bit more choosy, in the future. But at this moment in time, I'm perfectly happy doing what I'm doing. So if I pick something up at 2 quid and I'm going to sell it for 10, I'll pick it up.
So it's interesting because when Caroline was here, I gave her a target that she had to put on at least £200 worth of stock per day. And if we start to run low, then the day before we go, right, okay, we're running low, we need to source tomorrow. And she was putting on, I think we listed almost 40 grand's worth of stuff last year when she was working with us. But that turned into that kind of soon ramped up from 500 a month to 2 grand a month, because we were having that target of £200 a day listed, regardless of the volume. But now for me, it's probably come back down to like listing £50 a day. And you can see that dropping now. So there's a time lag, isn't there? There's like a 3 or 4 month time lag.
I'm going to come in the chat a second. Jeff says, scope it out with Sophie, make sure there's no weirdos like me there. I'd enjoy it if you were there, Jeff. I'd quite happily work with you. Niche into video games purely now, still trying to clear all my old bits off, but in no rush anymore. Jeff, Chris Daily Refinement, interesting guy and business model. I do £1 into £5 games all day long and only make £1 profit after postage. But for me, I don't even need to list. It's just adding quantity to an active listing.
I mean, you're doubling your money at the end of the day at that point, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's better than sitting in a bank account.
Yeah. Limelight, I think I'd have to travel really far to find 7 £20 items in a day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Jack, I've still got hundreds of very high value stuff, but my £5 to £15 games what make the majority of my money.
Yeah. I think as well. I mean, it's only my way of thinking. If you've got a good variety of either low to mid-range priced items, obviously it's attracting more people to your store. And while they're on your store, they could then be looking at other things as well. But if you're only selling high value items, they may just skip past your listing or sort it into, like a pricing filter. So yeah.
I've had a couple that have paid sort of bought 4 or 5 things at once and asking to combine the postage, which is fine.
Yeah.
Limelight says, Sharon, do you miss your old job at all?
No, I do miss the people who I work with, the team. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm from a courier background, so I've worked for various different couriers in sales and account management. And I was part of the Northern team, obviously Northern. And I do miss the guys. Yeah, definitely. I think it's been about 18 months now since I just decided on a completely different path in life. I just wanted to get off the 9 to 5. Things have changed at home. Kids have grown up, less responsibilities. So I thought, right, it's my time now. So I just wanted to do something for myself. And I've got full support from Steve, my other half. And I did say to him, if it doesn't work after 2 to 3 years, then I will go and find a part-time job. I don't think I'd like to go back into courier work. But I mean, I was working for couriers for 20 years. But I wouldn't mind just a small part-time job if this fell on its ass. But at this moment in time, it's just growing and growing and growing each month. So I'm perfectly happy doing what I'm doing. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the freedom. And I love the fact if I wanted to work, which to be fair, I do, I'm working all day long. I don't sit in my house watching TV, wasting time because, I'm working for me and my husband now. So I've got to put the hours in. But I love it because I can schedule my own day. I can plan my own week. I don't have anybody to answer to. I don't have to sit on a grilling conference call, talk about my sales and what's coming on board, what's in the pipeline, when is this coming on, when is that coming on, what's the value of it. All that pressure is just it's gone. It's gone. I love it.
It's good.
Lisa says, if you have post added onto a £10 sale, you'll be making £6. And Limelight says, good on you. I'm hoping to go full time in 5 years. Yeah, I'm hoping that I will go full time as well. I mean, this is my second year reselling now, and I was really hoping that by now I would be full time, but I'm just not at all, and I'm just nowhere near close to it. So maybe over the next year, perhaps. I just have to see how it goes. I think as well with working, obviously, because I have to work because I can't live off what I make. Maybe that kind of hampers me going full time because I don't have all the time in the day to put into it. But yeah, I would really like to go full time. It's a work in progress at the moment.
Yeah.
So sorry, go on, Joe.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to add. Steve is still working full time, so we have got an income coming in.
Yeah. And I think actually a lot of people who are full time do have someone there who has an income as well, which helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if we were getting to the point where I probably would have had to get a full-time job in the next 6 months, possibly 3 months, if Laura hadn't had her job accepted when she started at the beginning of July. And sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad I started it when I did, because I was doing it part-time anyway.
Yeah.
And being made redundant after 21 years of service, I really don't want to get back into that corporate life again.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, there was no pressure on me. Essentially, I was just processing invoices, paying them, and being the treasurer for the company.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you're just working for yourself, aren't you? You're not accountable for anybody else other than yourself, and no one's telling you what needs to be done. It's off your own back.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I would say for you, Sophie, if that's what you really want to aim and strive to do, is go full time. Try and figure out a plan, 6-month, 12-month plan, just to put some savings aside. 6 months worth of expenses, 12-month worth of expenses. And so what you'll end up finding is that you will probably start dipping into those expenses early on, because you know what level of income and profit you're making at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So ultimately, 6 months or 12 months worth of expenses covered. So then you can build it up to that point. And what's to say that you can't find a job at the end of it if you needed to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bills and Moon, what's the triangle with a circle on your shelf? That is Harry Potter Deathly Hallows symbol, and it's a little light that comes on. And I also have it tattooed on me. Jeff says, reselling is great and lots of money should be made, but do you ever think about the incredible service resellers provide the world? 99% of us don't have the time to find these hidden treasures. That's a good point, actually, Jeff. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, nice way of sort of looking at it. Lisa says, I've been doping, but I think she means hoping. Hoping about 14 months. Oh, doing it about 14 months, sorry. I would love to go full time as well. Yeah. Oops, I've just lost where I was. I went full time within 2 months. Wouldn't recommend doing that, but made it work. Yeah.
Yeah, just my finance head on is, try and save up 6 months at least of your expenses as a backup.
Limelight says, yeah, my full time would be semi-retirement. Just need to max out my pension until then. Yeah. Cool. Well, we've been on nearly an hour now, so I try and keep these lights to an hour. So we will start signing off. Thanks so much to everyone who joined. Really appreciate it. And thanks to Denz and Sharon for joining me as well.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
That's all right. And we will catch you all next week. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.